For the cheapest coins with fast delivery and quick customer support, check out my sponsor, Red Zone Coins, and use code SWIFT at checkout for 20% off. So Swift family, and today I'm coming back at you guys with another Madden 20 coin making method on the channel. And in today's video, I have 3 pretty easy methods for you guys to do. They're all pretty quick to complete. Some of them are a little bit risky, which I don't like to usually post, but I didn't really have a ton of time to come up with amazing methods this week because I am away out of town for the weekend. But yeah, these methods are still going to work, so you can definitely try them out for yourself and make a little bit of coins. But because I feel a little bit bad because I didn't come up with the best methods possible, I couldn't put as much time as I usually like to into these methods. I'm going to give away a free 200,000 coins to 2 random commenters. All you need to do is comment anything down below in the comment section. Comment your favorite team, comment your favorite fruit, whatever you want to comment. I'm going to pick a random commenter. All you got to do as well is hit that like button. You don't even have to be subscribed to the channel, just because I feel a little bit bad for not coming up with the best methods possible. But these methods are still going to work, and they're still going to be pretty effective for you guys to make coins off of. So let's start off with the first method in the video, and you guys can probably already see I'm filtered down just by this filter right here because I didn't want to have to come into this filter and wait for these cards to close. Essentially, what you guys can see on the screen right now are Chris Hogan's selling at a price of 9.9 and 10,000 coins. And the way I actually filtered it down to see this filter is I just came in to my Super Bowl past hero set and I filtered down by this 82 to 86 filter. As you can see, these cards were selling at a price of 10,000 coins. Now, this is not the cheapest that these cards will actually sell for, because if you filter it down, you can find snipes of these cards way cheaper than that. But these cards are selling at 10.2, so we know we can probably sell our cards at like 9.9k every single time, and that's really important to remember because we're going to go into a filter to actually get these cards for way cheaper. But you guys can see right here, some people are lazy, they just filter it down this way, they buy the cheapest card they see. So if you put up your Chris Hogan and 9.9k, we got to remember that it's going to sell at that price, because now what we're going to do is we're actually going to come in and we're going to snipe our Chris Hogans at a price of around 7,000 coins and make that difference of like 2 or 3k on every single snipe that we do end up pulling off. So let's get through into the auction house and let's make a couple snipes of this Chris Hogan, make a little bit of coins, and then I'll move on to the next couple filters that I want to show you guys, or methods that I actually want to show you guys. So to snipe our Chris Hogans, all we're going to do is come down filtered by Super Bowl past. We're going to filter our quality down to 84 to 85, and we're going to be seeing a ton of Chris Hogans right now. Hopefully we can grab them at a price of around, if we can grab them at around 8,000 coins, 8,000 coins and under is absolutely perfect. That's going to allow us to get a ton of snipes. Now, one thing I just want to note really quickly is this filter is actually full, you guys. If we come to newest, you're going to see you're only seeing cards with 37 minutes or lower. Basically what this means is there's so many people that have posted Chris Hogan's up that the market can't even handle it. So the only way we're going to see new cards on this filter are when some of the other cards close. So that basically means that you don't really have to be refreshing super often. I usually only refresh on this filter when I see something close. So if I see someone buy one of these cards, then I'll refresh it immediately, because that means there's another open spot for someone else to slide their other card in that they posted a while ago, and hopefully we end up sniping it. Now, I was finding these snipes for hella cheap, like a day ago, or not a day ago, sorry, like an hour ago when I was doing this. So basically all I do is I kind of just refresh on this filter for a few minutes. We should end up finding a few snipes. People do like to throw these cards up for really cheap, and you basically want to buy them at 8,000 coins or under and sell them at like 9.9k, so you make that difference right there, which is a pretty solid difference, to be honest with you guys. You make about a couple thousand coins every single time you do this. Of course, you can find better snipes than 8,000 coins. I've seen these cards going for 7, 6, 5,000 coins at the lowest. But yeah, you basically would just sit on this filter right here, and you're hoping to find these cards posted up at a pretty cheap price of like 8,000 coins or lower. And if you do end up seeing one of those cards getting posted at that price, just come in, buy it really quickly, and then sell it for 9.9. Honestly, basically all of these cards here that are at like 10 are going to sell. As you can see, that one just sold at 10.25. So there's a ton of profit to be made in the filtering process. A lot of people aren't good at filtering down, so you can basically hopefully take advantage of that. As we missed that snipe for 6.9, hopefully we can grab this one for 7.9. So we're going to grab that at 7.9. 7.9. Pretty solid. Would have liked the one at 6.9, but as you can see, there's a ton of potential to make coins off of this filter. People are going to be posting this card up for cheap a ton, and all I'm going to do is just throw this card up again for 9.9k. I'm pretty confident it's going to sell at that price. It's just under the 10,000 coin threshold, which makes it look like it's a pretty good deal, and then a lot of people end up buying it. So 6k right here. Can we grab this Chris Hogan? That one expired. Damn it. 7.5. I will take that. Hopefully we can end up with that one. Yeah. So we're kind of just missing out on the best snipes here, but you guys can see if you're on this filter, there's potential to make a ton of coins with it, because we just missed out on like 3,000 coins worth of snipes. We still do end up getting a few, right? So we still end up getting a little bit of coins off of these snipes. We're making like a couple thousand off of each of these, but we haven't landed that big one yet. Let's see if there are any up right here. So 6.3 is a really good deal. Can we land that one? We're gonna get that one for 6.3. So that's a really good deal. And the great thing about this filter is once it really gets going, you're going to see a lot of really good traction with it, because the reason for that is people have posted these cards up like 10 minutes ago and they're only showing up now. So once you start buying up cards a lot, and people start posting them up for really cheap, there's a big opportunity to make a ton of coins. So yeah, that's the Chris Hogan filter. Not going to sit on it any longer, but you guys can see that we can make easy coins with it. I could even buy this at 7.8. I could buy all those other ones there at 7.9 and still throw them up on the auction house and make a little bit of profit. But yeah, when you guys are watching this, if the market has changed, all you basically need to do is go take a look and filter down how much those Chris Hogans are selling for through the set, and then subtract 2,000 coins off of however much they're selling for, and that's how much you want to snipe them for when you filter it down by 84 to 85. Super Bowl pass. Now, let's move on to the second method right here. This second method, I'm not gonna lie to you guys, it is a little bit risky. There's definitely some risk involved in it. You could lose a couple thousand coins, but you have the potential to make quite a bit. So basically what we're gonna do in this method is what a few subscribers have actually sent me. They really have been making bank off of it, and I would assume if you do this in enough volume, you're guaranteed to make coins, but it's this MUT Heroes exchange set. So it's gonna require 289s, and you're gonna get a free MUT Heroes 90 to 91. So let's go into the market right here. Let's run the numbers and let's see if you actually can make solid coins off of doing this. So firstly, we need to take a look at how much the MUT Heroes are going for, and then we need to see how much we can buy our 89s at to make coins off of this set. So right here, we're gonna filter it down quality. I don't know why I filtered it down quality 88 to 89. We're not looking at the 89s yet, Swift. What are you doing? 90s, 91s, MUT Heroes right here. We're gonna see how much these cards are going for. They should be going for, at the lowest, if you get a terrible pull, they should be going for 70k. If you got a good pull, it's like close to like 200k. But yeah, so as you can see right here, Xavier Howard is 62, but you can sell him at 70, as you can see. So 70 is going to be if you get a bad pull, and then that's just literally these two cards right here, Dante Hightower and Xavier Howard, and Mike Evans. Those are your three bad pulls. Otherwise, you're breaking even with Kyle Fuller, Brandon Cooks, Deion Jones, Chris Harris, and then as we continue to scroll, any of these cards you pull below here are profits. So David DeCastro makes you some coins. Who else? Greg Olson makes you some coins. Melvin Ingram makes you some coins. DeForest Buckner makes you some coins. Mitchell Schwartz. Basically, any of these cards that we see right here. Jalen Ramsey. And then here's the big one. Jalen Ramsey, sorry, down here. Or Jamal Adams, sorry, is the big one down here for 250k. If you get that pull, that's nice. Fletcher Cox for 180. So this method does have a little bit of risk, right? Because you could pull one of these bad cards, and then you do end up losing a few thousand coins, but that's a risk I don't mind taking because you have the potential to make a ton. So basically, when we're buying our 91 overall players, my favorite filters are to either filter it down by NFL playoffs or heavyweights, and we basically want to try and find these at 40k or under. We want to pay, I don't know why I'm filtered 90 to 91s. We want to find our 89, sorry, at 40k and under. So we see 45 right here. We're probably gonna have to filter this down a little bit more by all defense, and I would assume we would actually find some better cards. Let's see if we can see any snipes. Doesn't look like there's any. We are actually seeing all of the newest, so 45k. Not seeing any snipes right here on the NFL playoffs. Of course, you can just refresh on this filter until you find some. People will throw these cards up for 40k and under relatively often. But what I'm going to do is I'm just going to take a quick check over at the heavyweights. I already did buy one card, I believe. I bought it like 39k. So let's see if we can find another heavyweight up here for cheap. We want an 89 overall player. It looks like the cheapest 89s right now are going to be 43k. So what I'll do is I'll just sit on the NFL playoffs promo for a couple more refreshes. If we don't find anything, then I'll come back. I'll probably buy that heavyweight at 43k, but let's just sit here for a couple more refreshes. You guys can really just sit here, watch it Netflix, refresh on this filter, try and find your 89s up for 40k or lower, and then you're just going to put them both into that set. I'm going to complete the set for you guys on the stream right here. So 43k for Zach Cunningham, a little bit pricey. If someone else posts another one up for like 41, I'll buy it right away. Let's just stay on here and wait. There's not really going to be that many people buying these cards, I don't think, at least right now. after I post the method, there could be more, but right now there's really not that many people buying, and there's actually a few people posting some up. So we see that Dion Dawkins, the Zach Cunningham. We'll just refresh a couple more times, and then for the purposes of the video, I will just buy this Zach Cunningham. Maybe we end up losing a little bit just for paying a little bit of extra, but hey, it is what it is. Let's do it for the content, see if we can get a good pull. I'll show you guys in my auction, or my bid, sorry, right here, that I was able to actually land an 89 at a much better price than this, as there's another one up for 43 right there, but I landed one for like 39k, I think. Let's just take a look at the newest right here. I think it was this the Shaq Mason right here. Yeah, we grabbed that Shaq Mason at 39. So we're going to put both of those cards into the set. Let's see if we can make some coins off of it, and then I will move on to the final method of the video. Hopefully you guys have enjoyed it so far. If you haven't yet entered that giveaway, be sure to do so. Chance at a free 100,000 coins. I'm going to give away 100k to 2 random people, but yeah. Basically, you just come into the exchange, put your 89s into this set, and then let's see if we pull something good. Hopefully, we grab something good. If we get a Jamal Adams, that's going to be a ton of coin. I don't know why. I just tried to put my DeMarcus Lawrence and Joey Sly into the set. But yeah, here it is. Free 90 to 91. If we get a good pull, we make a little bit of coin. If not, we lose a little bit, and I don't really mind it. But yeah, our pull is going to be Mitchell Schwartz. So that's actually going to make us about 20,000 coins. That Mitchell Schwartz card, I believe, goes for like 100k. So we actually make about 20k. Pretty solid. I think he goes for more than 100k if I'm not mistaken. So that's a pretty good pull right there. That's pretty easy coins if you ask me. Of course, there's a chance that you don't pull something as good as I just did, and if you don't, then you do end up losing a bit of coins. But if you do this set enough times, you're probably going to end up ahead, just because when we looked at how many cards there actually were up on the auction house that would have made you coins, there was a ton more cards that would have made you coins than cards that would have lost you coins. Now, of course, like I was saying, be sure to use your discretion. Don't just jump into this method and expect to make coins every single time, but you can make coins with that. So yeah, that was the Mitchell Schwartz method. Let's move on to the last method right here. So the last method, you guys, is actually really similar to this one, and it's going to be doing the exact same thing, but with the Team of the Years. And I actually did talk about this Team of the Year method in my last method, and that video still does work, and it'll actually still get you this method done at a cheaper cost. So if you want to check that video out, that was my coin making method last week. Definitely go take a look. But if you are a little bit lazy and you don't want to go through those entire steps, you can actually still make coins just putting in all the cards that are required for the set. So let's run the numbers and let's see how much we can make, and I'll actually do it live on video as well. Okay, so just taking a look at how much these cards go for, they're going for 330k, so we want to try and get this set done at around 300k. If we can do that, then basically we have a 0 risk chance at pulling someone good. And what I mean by that is you spend 300k, let's say you get the worst pull, which is Casey Hayward, you've just made your coins back, there is no loss, but you're basically getting a free chance at pulling some of these better cards down here, such as Luke Kuechly at like 360, Minkah Fitzpatrick at like 360 as well, Jamal at like 360, his price did come down quite a bit since the last time I checked, and then you also have a free chance at pulling Aaron Donald for like 470, so there's basically just like a free chance at pulling good cards. You can do the offensive one or the defensive one, whichever you do desire. I probably will do the defense, but let's take a look and let's run the numbers and let's see if we can actually make coins doing this. So firstly, what we're going to need is we're going to need a 93 overall card. For the 93 overall card, I basically just bought an NFL playoffs card. I think I already sniped one for 130k. It was a really good snipe, so you guys hopefully are able to find something at that exact same price. Right now, they're going for like 137, so if you stay on this filter, you'll be able to find one for 130. I already did buy one for 130. I can show you guys my bids after that, but 130k, we're just going to basically make a tally of how much we have to spend to get this all done, and then we'll see if we make coins when we put the card into the set. The first two methods were probably a little bit more guaranteed. This is a little bit more risky, but next up, we're going to need a 91 overall player. I wouldn't recommend doing it by the NFL playoffs. I would recommend coming in and doing it by the heavyweights. Of course, you can filter it down a little bit better than I'm doing it right now. If you want to go through a couple other different filtering systems, you can try legends and stuff like that. But in my personal opinion, I'm just going through it relatively quickly, and we're going to get our 91s at 70k. 70k is a pretty solid deal for 91s. So we're going to spend 130k on our original 93 overall player, and we're going to spend 140k on our 91 overall card. So that's going to bring us up to a total of 270k, which is relatively pricey, you guys. So we're going to go over that 300k in this video. We're probably going to end up spending around 330, but you know what? I don't mind spending that extra 30k for getting a chance at pulling some really, really good cards. We pulled Aaron Donald in our last video. Of course, you can be way more stingy than I am. I'm basically buying one of the first cards that I see on the auction house. But yeah, let's take a look back at the NFL playoffs. We could probably snipe these cards for like 65. if you were really patient. But right now it looks like they're going for like 75. So maybe I'll just sit on this filter, try and find one at like 70, and then that way we can actually get our set done at hopefully a decent price. Again, this method at the end of the video, this is just like this is more just like a test method at the end. You guys don't have to do this method. I would say the two methods that I showed you guys before this are definitely better if you're more risk adverse and you don't want to just gamble to try and pull Aaron Donald and make like 150k off of that. But yeah, this method right here is definitely going to be pretty risky. So let's just buy this Mario Addison at 73. We'll say we've spent a total of 270k on this set, and now what else we're going to need is an 87 and an 89 overall player. We sold our Mitchell Schwartz for 99, so we actually did end up making like a total of 20k off of that pack right there, so that was pretty nice. So that's going to go into our fund for this one. But now we're going to need an 89 overall player, and let's see if we can grab an 89 overall heavyweight up for cheap. Ideally, I want to try and find 89s up for like 40,000 coins or lower. That's what we were trying to grab them at before. If we grab them at 40,000 coins, then let's say you find some other snipes on the other cards. You spent about 300k to complete the set, which is our break even, and we're also still going to need another player into the set. So yeah, it's a relatively expensive set to do, you guys, but of course there's a chance that you pulling something great. So let's just buy this Marquise Pouncey because I'm lazy. I would recommend you guys filter it down more and try and find cards for cheaper than this, but we're just going through it quickly for the sake of the video. Let's say you end up spending what, a total of what number did we say? We said 300,000 coins in total so far. So we're also still going to need one more player. I believe it is an 87 or an 86. So let's just come into the set and make sure, just because I don't want to screw it up and buy the wrong overall player that we need. So we are going to need a final 87 overall player. 87's up for pretty cheap right now. So that's kind of just like the extra amount you have to spend. You spend 300k to get all the other cards. Then this 87 is kind of like the investment that you have to put in to get a chance at pulling someone good, which I don't really mind doing, to be honest with you guys. If you're lower on coins, I wouldn't recommend this method. I would recommend you guys do more safe methods that I've showed on the channel before. But if you want to take a risk, why not try and buy an 87 overall player at a price of, how much are they going for? Like 20k right now, 25k, and then just throw it into the set and see if you can get lucky. So we're going to probably filter it down by, what's the best way to filter this down? We'll take a look at heavyweights right here. Heavyweights are usually really cheap for me because a lot of people like to do this heavyweight pack, even though you can't pull 87s from it anymore. We'll just grab this Nick Bosa, or Joey Bosa, sorry, at 26. So 26k is basically our investment that we had to put in to try and get a good pull. This method is definitely very risky, I'm going to be honest with you guys, because there's a chance that you don't pull anything good, and then you basically end up losing that 26k investment that we just put in. But again, like I said, this method at the end of the video is more for experimenting if you want to take a risk, which I don't mind doing. We'll take a risk for the content here, see if we can pull something good. If we don't get anything, we lose this Joey Bosa, or this, yeah, the Joey Bosa, and the 25k that was associated with him. If we do pull something good, then nice, I'll be happy with it. But yeah, we need an 89 overall player right here. We're going to need our 291 overall Mario Addisons that we grabbed, and then I also grabbed a 93 off camera at a pretty cheap price. I think I got him at 130. I'll show you my auction, or I don't have to show you my auction, you guys can probably believe me, but I bought an NFL player at 130. Wasn't that hard to do, but let's open this up. If we grab Aaron Donald, we end up making a ton of coins. Jamal Adams makes us coins. Anything else is basically going to break us even. Let's see what we're going to get. We're going to get Tre'Davious White, so that's actually a pretty good pull. I think that might make us a little bit of coins. I think at worst we break even with him, because he's actually a really good card, honestly. So yeah, Tre'Davious White right here. We spent about 330,000 coins to get this done, and let's see how much he's going to sell for. 96 overall TD dub is going for a total of 349k. So we end up making like a tiny bit of coins, which is pretty solid, to be honest with you guys. I don't mind making a little bit of coin off that Tre'Davious. So we actually ended up getting some pretty good pulls on both of the packs that we opened up. But yeah, that's gonna do it for the video. I hope you guys have enjoyed. If you have, be sure to leave a like and enter that giveaway down below. And until next time, fellas, I'm out. Have a great rest of your day. Peace.
It means no worries for the rest of your day.